Podcast. What is going on? Your boy DarnellSparrow, yo bad Superman. He is the notorious Antoine Smooth. What is going on?
What's up,
Man,
man?
what?
Man, it's killing me.
And we ain't even talking about the Miami Heat.
No.
We ain't talking about SummerSlam, bring the heat.
Hot
We ain't,
Gee.
we ain't talking about heat waves.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't talking about the ECW version of the group.
Right. Hot.
Man, we gotta start the show on another song. I mean, they just taking our legends.
Man.
I mean, wrestling.
This is what got me, man.
Wrestling-
We talking about it.
Wrestling heaven is getting crowded.
Right. We lost superstar Billy Graham not too long ago.
And now
And now
we lose the man
we
born.
talking about the personified heel.
Remember Hussein Khosrow Ali
Sorry.
Basari.
Yeah.
And if I say that wrong, I apologize. But the world know him as the Iron Sheik.
Right.
And let me say this: the Iron Sheik was not a gimmick. He was not one of those guys who was born Bob Smith who wore the turban.
Right.
This man was a legitimate Iranian professional wrestler, Iranian amateur wrestler. See, all those things he talked about, when he talked about, being an amateur wrestler, wrestling in the Olympics, the Pan Games and all that stuff, all that was real. All that was legit.
Right. See, that was not no gimmick, y'all. I mean, it's like Barack Obama, they called it there. It was, that wasn't no gimmick. That was the real deal. Our Sheik went to, was in the Olympics, and my favorite, though, when he used those Persian clubs.
Yes. Which you don't see people even do. 'Cause
No.
if you look at it, it look.
I heard they were heavy.
Yo,
They're heavy.
you look at it, it looks simple.
Yeah.
You don't see people doing that.
Yeah. I tried to do that. I'm like, no, man, this I can't do that.
And I'm gonna say this. Iron Sheik was the original Kurt Angle.
Yeah. True.
With the exception of he didn't win a gold medal.
Yeah.
But he was a coach for the US Olympic team. Now think about that. An Iranian
Coach of the U.S. team.
in Greco-Roman wrestling. That was a big deal back then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then you got to think about the fact that this man went under the tutelage of Vern Gagne.
Yeah. Man that ran the AWA.
And if,
He helped train Ric Flair.
yep, and if anybody seen how Vern Gagne trained back in the day, that was crazy.
In a bar? What was it, in a bar?
Had guys carrying each other up and down stairs. I mean, it was way beyond boot camp.
Yeah.
It was way beyond the Hart family dungeon.
Yeah. And they wrestled what, on concrete?
Yeah, you wrestled on hard floor. You had to be built for that.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair even said it. He wasn't built for it,
Yeah.
but they believed in him and made him go back.
Yeah.
Because had Vern Gagne when he went back, we would have never got the Nature Boy.
Mm-mm.
Somebody had to believe in him.
What was he at first? He was rambling Richie Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like one of the Crusher and the Bruce.
Yeah, but that's how they were back in the Minnesota. They would just built like this big husky,
Yeah.
just want to beat you up kind of dudes. One of them Brian Sheen kind of dudes,
Right.
like a big
I thought
bully.
he was him. I thought, man, he was another Crusher and Bruce. Yeah.
But she was a bad man. It's just a shame he only won the title once.
Yeah. It's like he beat Bob Backlund.
And that was and the way he won it was controversial. But
He had the title thrown in.
But
By
that
Arnold
was a
Schofield,
big
wasn't
deal though.
it? Yeah, it was. Well, Arnold Schofield threw the towel in, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That camel clutch back then, and the way he excuse me, the way he locked it on, the way the Sheik used to put it on, it was convincing. It looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
Cause he used to sit on you.
Now he put his
body on it.
Back, yeah. It's like he sat on you. He took his behind, sat on your back, and then he took his hand and just pulled back. I mean, you could see the body literally bend in half. Somebody was gonna break. I thought Bob back was gonna break off of it.
Right, and he was in that for a long time.
Yeah. Right.
And they pretty much just set him up to get beat by Hogan. But the fact that he won it, was a big deal. Now, do you think he got more of the rub as champion single or when he was with Nikolai Volkov?
I think when he was with Nikolai Volkov, because you know the Soviet Union and you got Iran together, and they were both heels anyway. You put them together, that's nuclear heat right there. Because then you had Classic Freddie Blassie with him.
Yep, and then Slick took him over.
Slick took him over after Blassie, when he bought out Blassie's contract. Yeah.
And, Shiek, with that broken English, he was instantly. I just love the interviews.
Right, because him and Nikolai talked, and then Sheik talked after. He always took the turban off when he got mad. He used
to spit on the ground. He'd always call Mean Gene Mean.
Gene Mean, and talking about, and after in this video, he go capital about zoom it. Showing his body off and, posing. Capital about zoom it.
Yeah, he really didn't get. I really don't think he got the props he deserved. Just my personal opinion. And then when he went to WCW, what was that? What, 89?
89. Oh gosh.
I mean, he had that little short run with Sting.
Yeah. And then he came back. And not one he was Chronicles Star.
Now I was digging that. I said, now see, yeah. I was digging that.
And that was good because it was during Desert Storm.
And what people don't understand, if you go back in time, Sheik and Slaughter used to feud.
Yes.
Now think about boot camp matches, bloody.
Boot camp, yeah. And bloody, all of them were bloody. Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter blooded each other in those matches. That was war.
The true definition of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's my friend, right.
Now you gotta think about that. Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik together.
Together was just...
That was not... That's something that was never supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Then he came back again, managing the Sultan.
And the Sultan, yeah.
But see, most people now see the younger generation know him from those Howard Stern videos.
Yeah. Giving interviews, he pretty much talked about Hogan the whole interviews he done.
He couldn't stand Hogan, Brian Blair, Ward.
He couldn't stand at the time Randy Savage, the way he treated Elizabeth in his eyes.
I mean, didn't he slap Blind Brad at a convention?
The Ultimate Warrior?
No, but didn't he slap Brian Blair at a convention?
He slapped him at the convention. He got on the Ultimate Warrior at the convention. Yeah. He talked about how he was holding up the money. That's what he was saying. Remember when Ultimate Warrior held the fist up for money? Yeah.
Yeah, he did all those shoot interviews. He either was drunk, high. He always wanted to perform a sexual act and make you humble.
Yeah, he said Vern Gundy wanted me to break
Hogan's leg. Yep.
And then take him. He said, but I wouldn't do it because this is the mouth that feed me. He's the mouth that feed me. I can't do that.
Yeah. But when they did that documentary, The Sheik, if you haven't seen it, I mean, It's on YouTube. I definitely go and look at it because they definitely broke down from how he started. They showed all the how he became the internet sensation that the younger generation know him. I mean, they got real in depth, and to be honest, it got a little depressing because that's where they started kind of turned into a joke.
Mm-hmm. He got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then after that, they just turned him into a joke, and that was,
And Howard Stern, like I say, Howard Stern was kind of was no better.
Stuff, you putting fake Randy Savages on the phone and fake who else? Brian Blair's and
And you know they were doing that to rile him up.
Yeah.
They were doing the shooting interview. You talking to the drug dealers. I'm like, come on. Yeah. That was a little too much.
Right.
But I will say, Shiek was respected.
He was.
It just would have been, I think, if he would have been that dude that could have really definitely trained more wrestlers, especially the younger guys that's coming up.
The Greco-Roman type wrestling.
Yes. But a lot of them don't want to do that now. A lot of them want to be the high flyer. You got that very few. I mean, who's the last? Like, Chad Gable is, I think, what, the legitimate wrestler that WWE had.
Because we was taught this when we was in the business. If you do high flying stuff, you got to be. You could be the best athlete in the world, but it got to mean something. You got to make it mean something. You just can't just flip in the air and expect people to enjoy it. You got to be a purpose for that.
Yeah, you can't all what they call doing spots.
For spots, right. You're going to be a spot monkey, and then you're going to, after that, is that like, what's the purpose? The fans like, okay, why is he doing that? It's got to mean something, Because, like, all this bleed John Moxley doing right now.
That's that's him. That's him.
I'm like, you like Ric Flair in the 80s. You just bleed.
I mean, Moxley been doing that since Combat Zone. But I'm with you though. At some point, you just gotta know when to say when. I mean, you get older. Especially when you get older, especially when you have children. When you get to that stage, you gotta know when to chill out. If you alone, you by yourself, and you just don't care, knock yourself out. Excuse me.
Because if you're gonna bleed, make it mean something. Don't just bleed to bleed. It got to be.
I mean, I can see if you in a cage, because they got cage matches they don't bleed.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? But you got Mark he wake up, he walk down the aisle, he bleeding.
He already bleeding, yeah. Remember early in that match, he was bloody already. God, what?
I'm like, oh,
5 minutes in.
I'm like, all he did was point at the crowd, he bleeding.
Let's go to GCW, man. Do all this stuff. You want to go back and be in that old school monster?
And speaking of GCW, I don't know if you knew this, but there's a new GCW World Champion. Someone we're familiar with.
Marshall lost his belt?
Yeah. Blake Christian cashed in his opportunity.
Okay.
Blake Christian cashed in an opportunity here, and he's the GCW World Champion. Now he's the most hated man in that company now. If you're more hated than Matt Cardona.
Oh gosh.
Who is now, by the way, the new House of Glory champion? The company that Master P owns.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Master P owns House of Glory.
Yeah, he owns House of Glory.
I did not know that.
But I believe it was Amazing Rebel started it. Probably Master P owns it now.
Okay, did not know that.
It's out there in Jamaica, New York.
Okay. I mean, shoot, Snoop, I give it to him like Snoop got his own cereal now thanks to Master P. He even said that. Master P taught me that.
I don't trust it though. I don't want to eat none Snoop because I ain't trying to fill a drug test.
Snoop cereal. He got it. It's on Amazon and all that. They sell it. Grocery stores got it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. When it's time to take a drug test, I'm like, but I don't smoke though. They be like, well, what you been eating? I'm like, yeah, I've been eating that Snoop cereal. They're like, there it is.
Right.
He said, we noticed you've been looking kind of odd lately. But yeah. And then we love. Now I know nobody probably don't know this, but if you're familiar with WCW, you watch a lot of the WCW Worldwide and the Saturday nights. If you're familiar with the guy known as the Gambler, he recently passed away too. Yeah, he was he was developmental talent, which y'all call jobbers, which I really don't like that word, but yeah, he was developmental talent. He recently passed away as well. I mean, wrestling heaven is getting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I just got the opportunity to check out the Dark Side of the Ring for Magnum TA.
Yeah, man, that's one I got to check on.
I just got to say, you know, Magnum TA is the proverbial. Look it up if y'all know what I mean. He is the proverbial what could have been.
What could have been, right?
Because just think, if he would have never got injured, where the wrestling business could have been. You think Luger would have been world champion in '91? You think Wyndham would have been? A lot of them. You think Sting would have been champion in '90?
I don't believe so, because Magnum was that hot, and Magnum, like I said, if he didn't get hurt, he would have been a lengthy champion, maybe 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot would have been changed.
Yeah.
I mean, Nikita probably I think him and Nikita would have never turned babyface. I don't think, or at least not that soon.
Right. But see this would be the perfect time to put our booking hats on. And for Magnum TA, if he didn't get injured, who he would face?
Oh, he would have ran through the Horseman. He would have went clean through. Oh. It would have been. He would have ran through the horse. I could see him going through the Horseman, the Midnight Express.
Yeah.
Him and Nikita, because him and Nikita had that best of 7 over the U.S. title. You think they would have did nothing over that world title?
They don't be a heavyweight title, most definitely. Yeah.
You think they would have went back to that?
Yes.
Especially if Dusty was booking.
Right.
Come on.
And then him and Ric Flair rematching.
Yep. That would have been Great American Bashes and Starcades constantly.
Oh yeah, constantly. That's Chicago. That's
Greensboro,
Chicago,
Charlotte. That's that whole.
That's Greensboro Coliseum all day.
That whole Mid-Atlantic.
Whole Mid-Atlantic. Yes. That's Greensboro all day.
He probably let's see. Big Bubba was around then. He would have got a little piece of Big Bubba Rogers.
Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, all the Carolinas.
Yeah, we got a piece of the Midnight Express. All of them. Oh, I could just imagine. A lot of things would have been different. They was grooming him. He was on the cusp of greatness.
Right. It was like a situation like with David Von Erich.
I just got one question though. Why is he not in the WWE Hall of Fame yet?
Magnum TA?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good question. Y'all got to understand something, man. It ain't just a few with Tully that made it.
Yeah,
there was a lot of things he did.
Yeah, Tully, the
Tully
kid.
was the reason, yes. Tully is the catalyst.
Yep, and then when he had the feud with Nikita, and then him and Flair was getting hot.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, that's when that accident happened with him and Flair was getting hot. Yeah.
I mean, then he just can't, and then he just one of those guys that, it's like they just looked at him and said, "You gonna be a star. came through Florida, like he said, came through Florida, got trained for a minute. He didn't get trained long. Yeah,
he said Andre named him Magnum TA.
Yeah,
They said because
he looked like
he was just like Tom Selleck.
And he yeah, he do. He looked just like him.
Yeah.
And he said he never. I ain't gonna give it too much away, but I know. Yeah, no, he talked about he never understood the TA part of it. He said he never understood it. Yeah, he said he didn't understand that. He said he just went with it. But he talked about a lot on this Dark Side of the Ring. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, definitely go check it out. It was real good. This is one of the good ones. I know. No, he was on there. Jim Cornette was on there. His ex-wife was on there. Foley. Yeah. No, his current wife, yeah. His current wife, yes.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
Yes, that's why I was confused when I was like, hold up.
Tully was, because that's Tessa's mama.
Yeah.
That's why Tessa called Magnum her stepdad.
Yeah, I was confused. Like, wait, what?
I said, whoa, wait a minute.
Because I know, because she closed.
The rivalry with the wife. I was like, wait a minute.
Because I remember.
This goes beyond the I Quit match.
Because I remember when she was saying, she called them both dad, and she was close to both of them. I was like, wait. I'm like, wait, time out. I'm like, so your rivals are your dads?
Yeah.
And I never, it never really cracked. And then when I saw, when I saw the dog, I'm like, oh, okay. Now it makes sense. But see, that's how it was. Everybody, they were just.
I said, y'all taking this field a little too far, man. Now you're going to the right.
And just think if, it would have been funny, just think if Magnum wasn't a paraplegic, or quadriplegic, that's what they call it. They could still be running that story today.
You think so?
I will run that story.
About the wife?
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
I would run that if Magnum TA was 100%. Because tell you, I would run that feud today. You took my wife.
You took my wife.
And Tessa could be the special referee. I would book that. And Tully, and you know how Tully could cut a promo? What? You wouldn't want to see that? He'll do it in a promo. He'll do it in a promo and the killer part, they'll talk about the feud, they'll talk about their matches, and he'll just bring it up. He'll like the fact that you married my ex-wife, and just bring it like, whoa. And do it while Tessa's standing. Do it while Tessa's standing there.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Wow.
I would pay to see that. And just think if Dusty was still alive.
Yeah.
Well, Nikita still. If all of them was together, I would run that. That would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Or even just do it, or have them just bump heads at a legend convention and just do it. You ain't even gotta have a match. Just have a confrontation and make it look real.
Right, Magnum in the wheelchair, Tully, yeah.
That'll be gold.
Yeah, it would be.
But yes. Yeah, but they got real. I mean, they definitely talked about a lot. So I'm not gonna give it away, but definitely go and check it out. And if you missed the first one on Chris Candido and Tammy Sid, definitely go check that out. Cause these gonna be some good ones.
Yeah.
Cause that's when they're gonna talk about the Graham family.
Oh yeah, okay.
So when they now Now they gonna talk about
Eddie Graham.
Eddie and Mike Graham.
Mike Graham, yeah, okay. Yeah.
He hitting that Florida territory. So that one's definitely
That'll
gonna
be,
that's gonna be
that'll
interesting.
be good. Yeah.
They are definitely getting hot and heavy with these dark side of the rings.
They bring the heat.
But yeah. But let's see what we got going on. Talking about the Crockett Cup.
Okay.
The Crockett Cup was actually interesting this year. A lot of upsets. A lot of upsets happened in this Crockett Cup. The team that I picked did win it. Trevor Murdoch and Mike Knox. They did win it. I think one of the best overall matches on that show was Camille and Natalia Markova. Night 2. Good match. I mean, even at the beginning when Natalia Markova was doing her split and Camille drop kicked her while she was doing the split.
Ouch.
Very. And I think this is probably one of the first times she actually nailed, because she does the spear. I think probably one of the first times she actually made that spear convincing.
Wow.
But I really thought they was gonna take the title off of her.
Yeah.
Cause she's hit over 700 days.
She about to beat the Roman Reigns level match. Probably make it 1,000.
Yes,
They keep on.
They look like they going that route.
Wow.
And they finally introduced the NWA Women's Television title belt on that show, because they were using a trophy at one time, so they finally introduced the belt. But one of the biggest surprises on that show, I talked about Kerry Morton. I talked about his attitude, and I said he's probably going to turn heel.
Yeah.
I was right with a little twist happened. Ricky did too.
So Ricky went with his son.
Yes, everybody, Kerry was doing his heel stuff, and everybody thought Ricky was being Ricky. Trying to keep it a fair match, but nope.
Yeah.
Ricky turned heel. I said, oh Lord, he's not gonna be Richard again, is he?
No, he be Richard again. Oh my goodness.
I said, all you was Richard with the only thing you changed was your jacket.
That's it. Yep.
I said, that pretty much was it. And you didn't just have rock and roll on your tights.
Yeah, you just had black tights. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
That put the Mortons are now heel.
Okay. See how this gonna go.
Right.
This sounds interesting here. Ricky going back to his 91 days. 91.
And so we definitely gonna see how that turned out. Good job. We had Thrill Billy Silas Mason turn on his valet. Had a good match with EC3 over the national title. But now he, well, it was a miscommunication. And then he booted her. And he got distracted, lost the match, and he just, she was laid out. He walked past her. So he rejoined his group that they formed when they was in Australia.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's Silas Man kind of reminds me a little bit of Terry Gordy, a little bit.
Yeah. Because if you notice, he got if you go back again, he got the Magnum TA, like the outfit, like what Magnum used to wear with the boots and the black tights.
Everybody say he's tall. He got that. He's just a little taller, but he got like a Terry Gordy build with the hair. He's just taller.
Yeah.
But he kind of reminds me of Terry Gordy. Now,
Yeah, I think on that. Yeah.
I said, but now he didn't turn heel.
Yeah.
I said, but there was a lot of upsets. I mean, the tag team champions got beat, which was surprising. I mean, they had a clown team that actually did well. I said, the team that I picked, one that they had Tyrus and Chris Adonis. You know, they got defeated, but Tyrus got hurt. So then they're probably gonna go back to him and Chris Adonis. Probably gonna feud again over the title. And again, let's go back to Tyrus again. I don't know why people are giving him so much grief over being the world champion. I mean, what?
I don't get it either. I think they going. I think the old school is going too old school. You know, they're like they. You know, they talk about Rick was you know, looked like a champ. Harley Race looked like a champion. You know, he said even Ronnie Garvin looked like a champ.
Didn't Ronnie Garvin really look like a champion? Ronnie Garvin was small.
Exactly.
Ronnie Garvin was kind of plain. Ronnie Garvin was good. Ronnie Garvin was good in the ring. And the only reason, and the only reason, and the only reason they put the title on him because he was on his way out.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they did it.
Somebody did look like Tyrus looked like a big man champion.
I mean, if they still holding on to the Funkadactyl thing, they ain't let that go because he's past that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very obviously he's intelligent. He's doing CNN and Fox News and all that good stuff. He's got best-selling author. I mean, he worked his way. I mean, he never technically lost the television title. He did the Lucky 7, cashed in, and won.
Right.
They're talking about, he's slow, he's boring. I mean, what do you want from him?
Right. I mean, I would be too if I'll be so too if I was being like that. I mean, everybody got to jump off the top rope.
Exactly. I mean, he's good. I like him personally. I mean, I like this. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, he's one of those guys who came. I mean, he had to work on me. Think about from what he was, from when he left WWE, when he went to Impact, and he just developed over time. You know, you got to find, some places, don't fit, what you're trying to do. I think the NWA kind of fits him. Impact didn't fit him as much. He was pretty much the bodyguard type. I think NWA fits him perfect.
Oh yeah.
And seeing him live, yeah, the NWA fits him perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna, and Billy Corgan believes in him, and that's the owner.
Right.
I mean, who are they gonna put the title on?
Somebody got to be at least equal to him. I think somebody, in order for him to get beat, there got to be somebody at least equal to him.
Because to be honest, there's really nobody over there right now. In my personal opinion,
Yeah.
that should be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion right now. Because all the people that should have been ain't there now.
Right.
I mean, unless they looking at grooming Tom Latimer. I mean, EC3 already is already in that. EC3 already has a title. And like I said, Tom Latimer is the television champion. If he does the Lucky 7 thing, and he cashes in, I mean, who they got? Unless they planning on bringing, somebody in, or they're gonna groom up some of the young talent.
Right.
Like I say, are you gonna go back to Trevor Murdoch? Are you gonna put it on Mike Knox? Give him an opportunity?
There you go.
I mean, you put it on Cardona. Nobody saw that coming.
I didn't steal.
But if you think about it, it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you know, that was the period he was just winning titles. Looks like he's going back there. And speaking of him, you saw he put that post out, told Chelsea to call Triple H. I mean, he hate the Indies.
Yeah, you think that's a sign, or you think that's just he just trolling?
He just trolling.
Mm-hmm.
So Cardona is more. I think he's more over now than ever. Because you know when he was, you know, when he stopped doing E2 Long Island Story, it's like he just kind of he went down. And the fans stuck with him, true. But he still went down. Because see, that's the perks about being in the Indies. You get to be you. You get to do a lot of things, and that's where you really get to test if the fans rock with you or not.
Yeah, because if he did go back to WWE, then he would have to tone it down.
And to be honest with you, I think Triple H might let it fly. Because you know now they got that deal with Twitch.
Yeah.
At one time, they made all them folks who had Twitter accounts, they made them stop.
Yeah.
That's why what's her name got fired.
Talking about Paige.
Paige and Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega, yeah.
She got fired for that.
And she was about to unionize it first.
So now you got to deal with them. So basically, what they gonna let them get deals, and they probably what they gonna do? Let them get Twitch accounts and get some of their money. I mean, how much money do you need? Why can't, if they're supposed to be independent contractors, why can't they get a side hustle?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them was making good money on them Twitch accounts.
Yeah. They said they made more on the Twitch accounts than they did when they were wrestling there.
Yep.
Because, you know, Mia Hill, she got one, and, you know, Adam Cole got one, and, I mean, pretty much every wrestler, see, now got a account like that. So.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see now how this gonna play out. I know a lot of them. I know I went on Cameo. I went on Cameo and I tried to pull. I was just pulling WWE talent, cause my son, he wanted Carmelo Hayes again for his birthday.
Okay.
Because we got him last year. He was North American champion. He was easy to get. Now he's not even. Now he. Not on there, they'll say we'll send you an email when he's available, which I kind of understand that now. He's champion, he's more active. But I'm gonna keep trying because that's what he wants. So I'm gonna keep shooting for it. But I just never understood with WWE. So. You want to hold them hostage, but they can't make money. They can't make money on the side. Even if they don't even use their wrestling name.
Yeah, they ain't got to use their wrestling name. I don't think half of them do like Dakota Kai. She uses her real name on Twitch.
I mean, so when we send, we know who they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. I mean, let's be real.
So only up, down, down to get the freedom?
Is he still even doing that?
Yeah, well, yeah, on him. Matter of fact, they did a tournament, Street Fighter 6 tournament. On up, down, there, had all the superstars on there. Doing that to like Seth Rollins, Liv Morgan, and it was Jay Uso and Jim.
I'm contemplating if I should get that.
So yeah, they been on there they still rolling.
I'm definitely contemplating about getting that. I was just watching video. I was watching videos about the original Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, I mean they really really put their foot in this game. They really did. And to the point they got commentating on there. And you know, Selena Vega's doing one of the commentators on the game.
Yeah.
Because if you turn it on, you can pick her as a commentator. Her and you can pick another person that'll do it with her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know she got probably got some good money for that.
Because she said that they came up to her and she was dressed up as Vega for the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And they said Capcom came up to her and said, hey, you want to be in the next Street Fighter game? You know? Yeah. That's how it happened.
That's a good opportunity.
She dressed up as Yuri from Street Fighter in the last Royal Rumble. Yeah. What Street Fighter character played Yuri?
I'm like, can I get in the game? Something. Yeah,
The stage fights too, though.
I want.
Especially like the old one like Giles and Downseeds and, you know, Zangiefs and, yeah.
Man, can I be a voiceover in something? Anything.
You know, Blanca, he wearing overalls now.
Oh, they finally put them clothes. Yeah, I'm about to check it out. I put them clothes on him. I mean, when they gonna let him get back human? Y'all ain't got an antidote yet.
So they making him more kid friendly now.
I might say the game. I mean, the game came out what in '87. The first
one came out in '87. In '91, and the arcade version came out, the World Warrior.
So
and then they kept going. They were putting out Champion Edition, then they got Champion Edition, then they had Hyper Fight, then they had Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
They ain't had so many. I just stopped. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Street Fighter 3 didn't come to the late '90s, early 2000s.
By the time we get old, I said we're gonna be what, Street Fighter 38. I mean, Ken Ryu still gonna be fighting. I mean, they're gonna be on walkers still trying to throw stuff. I'm like, y'all have kids all this time?
They got Ryu looking like a monk now.
I'm like, y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't had no kids, y'all ain't no grandkids? It's been over 30 years.
Right.
I'm like, Chun-Li ain't get pregnant or something?
Chun-Li still, she's getting younger and younger each day.
I'm like, y'all didn't. I mean, y'all been fighting all these years. Y'all ain't get bored.
Right. Fighting each other.
I'm like I said, y'all didn't get an antidote. Y'all didn't get an antidote for Blanca to turn him human.
Right. And they got to return to DJ. He actually looked Jamaican on this.
All the time.
If you get the chance to, just type in DJ Street Fighter 6, you'll see what I mean.
I'm like,
he actually looked Jamaican.
Yeah, because that Miguel Nunez starter kit did not work.
No.
And if y'all know what I'm talking about, go watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And play the Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Yeah.
And yes, if y'all didn't know that's if all y'all youngins, that's what it's called. Street Fighter, the movie, the game. I mean, cause how you have a German playing an American?
And he didn't even have a haircut.
Not even close.
Not even close. Then you had Sagat looked like the only one that looked like him.
Right.
He had a suit on. And then Raul Jr. played Bison. He was too skinny.
All right.
Chung Lee was all right, actually.
All right.
Like you and Ken was all right.
I'm like Vega made sense. I'm like you couldn't really get that. Like I said, DJ was like no.
No. They were grasping that straw with DJ, yeah.
I'm like Blanca. I'm like they were just.
Yeah, they didn't know what because they were talking about he's a guy's friend Charlie.
The one Cammy in it too.
And Cammy was in it. She worked with Bison. Yeah, Cammy was in it.
Now, if we don't know, apparently, in the game, you know, they were supposed to be kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
But supposed to kidnapped them, but they're supposed to have been in a relationship.
Yeah.
They don't think we paying attention to this stuff.
Yeah, that's why he keeps switching it like it is.
I'm like, okay, so she kidnapped, and he was like, that's why he didn't kill her because she supposedly had lost her memory.
Yeah, she lost her memory.
And then when Bison tried to tell her, he was like, we were together. He was like, I can't love you. All right, so you got played.
Right. Like, yeah.
I'm like, Honda. I'm like,
Yeah, Honda, yeah.
I'm like, you mean, I'm like Zangief. I'm like, and he dancing with Gorbachev at the end.
Yeah.
And some of y'all probably like what? I'm like, see,
You got to educate these people.
I'm like, for all you youngins that if you
Nice, Elder Green type,
go get if you ain't played a real arcade system, you don't have no idea what we talking about.
Well, like, we had arcades back in the day, like in the late 80s, early 90s.
I got a Pandora system here. So I don't need an arcade system. I can go down there and play every Street Fighter. One to all Street
Fighter. I actually last night I played the RoboCop, the first RoboCop
Yep.
arcade.
Yep, I can go downstairs right now. I got an instant arcade.
I got WrestleFest. Yes,
Yep.
I do.
WrestleFest, Superstars,
Yep.
WrestleMania Arcade. I got one with some old consoles on it with some All Japan on it.
Yeah.
I got All Japan, New Japan. Got all that on there. This is y'all, but see how y'all youngins don't know about that. If you ain't been get a bunch, you ain't get $5 back in the day could last you a while in the arcade.
Oh yes.
$5.
All the tokens.
And if you was real good, you get 10. If you was real good, your mama probably give you 5. Your grandma probably give you 10. Because every time I saw my grandma at church, she would give me $20. You would tell me to split it with my sister, but since that wasn't my sister's grandmother, she wasn't getting that 10. I kept that other 10. I say that for the next week.
Right.
And every week I used to go right to it was called the Fun Arcade.
Band dudes and
Yep.
playing turtles and all this other stuff.
Yep. And then like when I used to walk into the Fun Arcade, Street Fighter was dead center. Especially if the newest version of it will come out.
Yeah.
Dead center.
And then I remember back in the day, you walked in, they had the X-Men arcade game.
Yep.
When they had like 5 stools, you have the stools, you sit on the stool.
Yep.
5 players had that big unit. Came out around 92.
They don't know.
Wolverine and Colossus and Nightcrawler and Cyclops and Jubilee.
They don't know. See, we're gonna have to do a whole show to talk about classic video games. They don't know. All these spoiled kids with all these Xboxes and all this. We have to take all y'all back.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't about that life.
Fortnite, that's all they want to play.
Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, my son. He just he was banned off it for a minute.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was banned off it for a minute. I had to ban him off it for a minute. You know these kids in these Fortnites, you know they
say, did he cuss out somebody? Or?
No, he was just doing something he had no business doing. You know these kids, whoever created Fortnite be getting these kids in trouble.
Yeah.
Cause they act like they can't play the game without having to buy extra stuff to go with it.
They got all these passes and I remember they got The Rock on there and now Cena's on there. Fortnite now.
Cause I went down there the other day. I was like, and he was playing like, is that Chun Li? I thought he was playing Free Fire. I was like, what's Chun Li doing on Fortnite? He was like, it was a free download.
Mm-hmm.
I had to make sure I took all the credit card information off, cause make sure, cause that's how I got burned last time. I left my credit card. I left my credit card on there, and he was buying Fortnite stuff. That's why I had to ban him for a while.
Oh, okay. So you was looking at your credit.
I'm like, where all this Fortnite stuff coming from?
Yeah.
I got all that money back, but still.
Like, you gonna put me back, son?
Fortnite, you getting these kids in trouble.
I did not know that. I did not know that was that bad.
Yeah, Fortnite beginning to get in trouble. See, like we do, like we know better. Like we just buy the season pass and be done with it.
Yeah.
But we know the difference. But these kids,
We get something like that, we got our butts tore up.
oh yes. Oh no, you spend that kind of money? Oh no,
They look at their credit card history. Yeah.
Oh no, that would have been. Oh, that our summer would have sucked.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have saw that system for the summer, the school year, and probably the next summer.
Something I'm gonna be so behind when I get finished. I go outside and play. You ain't even gonna play.
Nope.
You waiting on what be coming up.
No, I'm like, no, see, that would have been me. My dad would have made sure I worked that off.
Yeah.
Oh no, there you go.
That's crazy, man. I ain't know Fortnite was like
Yeah,
that.
Fortnite is like cocaine for kids.
Wow.
Cause it's like every time you turn around, something new coming out.
You got to constantly look at your credit card.
If your credit card, I'm like parents, take your, cause a lot of parents, set up their accounts for the kids. Take your credit card off of it.
Yes, please do.
Cause a lot of people like me, I leave mine on my system,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have it on his system.
Yeah.
Take it off. If you know, like I know.
Get your prepaid card if you gonna do it.
Yes.
Get your prepaid card.
Do this. Get a Cashapp card for them. Put money on it.
Yeah.
Let them earn it. They earn it. That's what he do. He earn it. Put some money on it. Boom. You won't spend it. Then when he want, he ain't got no money. You spend it on Fortnite, pimp.
Right.
I tell him. I said, make an executive and say, do you really need that? Cause this is coming up. See now, he kind of figuring it out. So like if I I got the Xbox Series, I got the X. Well, I could buy the DSOR download. He has the S, well, he got to download everything. So
That's the digital one.
yeah, he has the digital one. I have. So now, I stop buying this. I just download everything. So if I buy something, it carries my account can carry it over to his.
To his, right? Okay.
So like if I got 23, and when I got WWE23, carries over, so he ain't got to buy it. When like AEW can't downloaded it over his.
Yeah.
He ain't got to buy it. It's not gonna affect whatever I do. Is not gonna affect his. He'll have because he has a account. But like I said, it'll still read it in some kind of way. I like how they do that.
Okay.
As long as my account is built in that system, he don't have to log into mine.
Well, that's good.
Cause he itching to play Fight Forever. I said you can't play. You gotta because he don't watch AEW like that. I said, but you gotta watch it first to know who you playing with.
Right. And yes, and speaking of that, I'm glad you mentioned it. Now I noticed that the women bleed too.
Yes.
I mean, there is no limits in this game.
Yeah, I mean they skateboarding. I mean they just have weapons everywhere. They not playing.
No, they got women. You can put women in the barbed wire.
It's intergender women fighting. They are serious.
I mean, I saw where Darnell just blooded up. Yeah. There are no limits.
So they said they made this in the mindset of no mercy,
Yeah.
which is cool. They showed the storyline with Owen Hart, and I like how they used the throwback Owen Hart.
They gave him that's the stampede on.
Yeah, that's that right before. Yeah, that's that right before the Blue Blazer.
Yeah, that's it. That ain't King of Hearts on it.
Yeah, that's the Blue Blazer before the mask.
Mm-hmm.
I said that's young, that's straight young Owen Hart.
Right.
I was like, wow. That's that New Japan Owen.
Yeah.
He wore that when he was junior heavyweight champion.
Yeah. it'll be interesting to see how he works in this game. Yeah, Kenny Omega, he was over the whole production of it. So shout out to you, Kenny, man. Y'all did a good job with it. And Eddie Kingston, I saw Anna Jade. She gonna be in it.
Yeah, they got a big run. I said, like I said, they got the, like I said, they're gonna have the broken match, the regular match.
Yeah,
they keeping Brody Brody Lee in the game, which is good.
No matter what version you get, you gonna get Matt Hardy.
And you're gonna get the FTR gonna be downloaded. It's gonna be good. And speaking of that, AEW Collision. What do you think of that main event?
Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes.
What do you think of that main event?
We called that one FT. Well, it wasn't really we called it. Pretty much the internet called the match. The FTR and Punk teaming up. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how this crowd reaction gonna be.
Cause it was funny.
They gonna make it to the point where FTR goes in.
No, I doubt that. I don't see. I said because they
gonna go Punk. I already know they are.
In Chicago.
Because people don't forget.
No, because you saw the dry reaction he got when Tony Khan tried to pause.
Yeah. Now I don't think if it was for that scrum, I think that wouldn't be the case. It's all about folks don't forget that video scrum that happened.
So I think that's why they put FTR with him to kind of soften the blow.
Soften the blow, yeah.
And then you got Joe, Jay White, and Juice. I like it. I like it. I'm good to see who else they gonna put on that.
I think he'll be a good member of Bullet Club Gold.
You think the Guns gonna join?
Well, Bullet Club Gold.
Yeah.
They could. They need to. You got somebody, a veteran like Jay White like that, to get young guys, hungry guys like that. Yeah. Why not? Put you up with another Bullet Club. You got Bullet Club Gold. You got, him and Juice Robinson and Cole running,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I gotta say something. We talking about AEW. Why they got to keep taking pot shots at WWE? That's starting to get a little old to me.
Yeah. The thing with MJF, he mentioned talking about Adam Cole, all the rumors about him being gonna be Keith Lee's manager, and Vince didn't see nothing in it. I kind of figured this was when I said he gonna mention something about WWE, and lo and behold, look what happened.
And he do the Keely man. I forgot all about that.
I was talking about
when he gonna be Keely manager, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
But he keep throwing them pot shots like that. That's starting to get a little old now.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you this here. This bidding war 2024 is he claiming to talk about?
I don't even think there is one.
Where do you think MJF going?
Nope. The only way he'll go, they're gonna have to throw so much. They're gonna have to throw so much money on him. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to throw.
Go back to MLW if he had to.
They're gonna MLW. They ain't got that kind of money. They're gonna have to throw. They're gonna have to throw. I'm gonna say this: WWE gonna have to throw Saudi money at MJF for him to go.
Oh gosh.
And that's real. If he go to WWE, he gonna have to get Saudi money.
That's pretty bold.
That's the only way I think he'll go. And then he gonna have to get Saudi money and walk in and get the world title. the world heavyweight title.
Nothing else.
Nope, that's the only way I see him going. He's gonna have to walk in, get the Saudi money, and he ain't gonna become Universal Champion. He's gonna be the world heavyweight champion. He's gonna be a Raw guy.
Seth ain't gonna hold it that long.
Now I'm saying whoever champion, even if Cody's champion. Oh, and I'm glad we bought that up. I'm glad we bought that up.
That will work with him and Cody. Yes. That's what we should go after. That's a good point. He goes there. He need to focus on Cody.
And speaking of belts, why?
What, talking about the new Undisputed?
Now, that's okay. Now, if you look at the title, it says Undisputed Champion.
But it's
The Undisputed Universal Champion.
Universal Champion.
So they already screwed it up. Why would you put Undisputed Champion, but there is no Undisputed Champion? It should have said Undisputed Universal, or just put Universal Champion on there. Because that's technically what the title is. It's the Undisputed Universal Championship.
I thought it was WWE Undisputed Universal Champion.
They don't know what that belt called.
I heard they trying to implement the WWE title with it.
What is that?
And the WWE Undisputed Universal title.
Let's see. What is this title called? I'm not looking.
The WWE Undisputed.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking up Roman Reigns is. We got Roman Reigns is the WWE Universal Championship, 2 times current. WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Right, yeah. There you go. WWE, I'm saying with the people, the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Gotta say the whole thing like a pimp.
Now I hope y'all change y'all belts on WWE 2K23 like I did.
You know what they just did? They did already. They already got it up. They got it up now. I got it on my universe mode.
Yeah, because I go to Community Creations and change them out.
Yeah, go to Community Creations, go to where it say belts, and they got it right there. As a matter of fact, it's the first one you see.
Yep. Change them out.
They got the world heavyweight title as well.
I mean, they got a few of them, so pick the one you think look nice. But as soon as when the world heavyweight changed, I had switched it out. And once they did the Universal, switched it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did it in my title history, and I did it in the universe, and I did it in universe mode.
I did my universe mode, yeah.
So I did it, and then once they do the women, because they said the women's gonna look like the men's, switch those out. Before we roll, John Morant.
Yeah, this will be the last thing here. That's why I'm gonna mention in my final thoughts. Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna do Against All Odds, but we ain't gonna worry about it. It's tomorrow night. We ain't gonna worry about it. Yeah, but John Morant, talk about that.
Okay, now it's being reported that John Morant was not a real gun he had. That was a toy gun.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a toy gun that big. That was a pretty decent sized gun. That did not look like a toy.
No.
At all. You know, and it's got to be somebody else. You know, nobody don't want to be held accountable these days no more.
Now remember when I said
there's always somebody else.
So remember when I said that if this is spending, he was probably gonna get about 30, 40 games.
Yeah, they say after the finals we'll find out.
And they said, and it is speculated, he's gonna probably get about half. He's probably gonna He's suspended half the season. So he's probably going to get about 40 games.
I think that's what everybody's prediction is. Even yours, you said half the season. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because it says according to clutch points, there have been rumors that a handgun that Memphis Grizzlies John Morant was holding in most recent Instagram Live incident that has been under microscope was actually a toy, and NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is addressing these rumors. He says, quote, the very issue for John certainly in the first incident was treated a gun as a toy. Wait, let me read that again. I read that too fast. The very issue for Josh certainly in the first incident was treating a gun as a toy, Adam Silver said on the Dan Patrick Show. According to the Michael Cole of the Memphis Commercial Appeal, that's what we're talking about. I think that's what the danger is in society, taking a gun, live streaming it. I think everyone agrees that gun safety is important. Guns aren't toys. The possession of a gun seems to be more important to Silver than whether it was real or a toy. Silver also spoke about what NBA's goal is with John Morant. Now there's people talking about he just needs to go somewhere else. But what does the location have to do with the incident?
Right. He just needs to be off social media, period.
Be off social media and stop hanging with, people that stop hanging out with people.
They just want your money.
Yeah, stop hanging out with people that don't have your best interest. Because obviously the guy that was with you didn't have your best interest.
Nope. We keep it sound like a broken record, but where's T. Morant? Where's his mama at? You know?
Now I'm looking at something here from Piper's Leg. Now there is considering Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that we might get CM Punk versus Kenta.
Good. Great. I want to see
The
that.
battle of the GTS.
Yes. I'm for that. Book it.
Now that's gonna be something. If they pull the trigger on that.
Yes.
Because we already got 2 dream matches. And if they pull this one,
man, oh my God.
then we got Osprey and Okada, and we got Osprey and Omega for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I need to see.
And don't be surprised if we see Mercedes Moné.
There's that rumor.
This could be her stuff.
They said it might be Mercedes Moné and Saraya. They said she's willing to work with that injury.
Yeah. And they could play off the incident at that house show.
Yep.
Mercedes Moné could that'll be perfect. Oh God, that'll be perfect.
And they pulled the trigger on this. I mean, them 2 matches alone had my attention. If they get Punk and Kenta, then they've been trying to get that match for the longest.
Yeah.
The battle with the GTS.
Battle GTS, yeah.
And they they've been talking. That's my move. That's my move. There should be a rule. Loser can't use it no more.
Exactly. Yeah. Put stipulation on it. There you go.
And I saw that. I was like, ooh. I said that kind of made me. Sweat a little. I had to get a drink on that one.
All right.
And last but not least, I gotta say this: NBA Finals. I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you convinced now, after seeing it, watching it, are you convinced now that the Joker was robbed of the MVP?
Yeah, absolutely. Joker's man up. He's been cutting up this whole season, including the playoffs. Triple double machine.
Why,
He got robbed with that.
I know why they gave it to him. I ain't gonna say it, but I know why they gave it to him. One, they didn't want to give they didn't want to give it to him 3 years in a row. They didn't want to do it.
And then they done the defensive player of the year 3 times in the White. Why
Yeah.
you couldn't do that for Jokic?
I want to say it, but I don't want to start no controversy. But I know exactly why they did it. But there was no way, no way, especially the fact MB was hurt. I mean, he missing games. Yeah, he led the league in scoring. But Jokic was triple doubling constantly. Then Denver was the number 1 seed. Denver was dominating in the playoffs, and they went to the finals.
They went to
And could possibly win a championship. And Sixers got knocked out in the second round, and your coach got fired.
This would be the first in that franchise. Yeah.
There was no way MB should have won that MVP. Because you remember when David Robinson won the MVP,
Yeah, I remember.
and Hakeem Olajuwon was taking him to school in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I mean, he ate him. Cause that was the thing. What, Rob should have won, or Hakeem should have won it. And Hakeem, when they played them in the Western Conference Finals,
Yeah.
Hakeem Hakeem was just eating him alive, especially in the paint.
Oh, yes. I mean, just shaking and making him and everything.
Made David Robinson like a point guard.
He did.
He was hurting them feelings. There was no way MB should have got that MVP. And he knew it. He knew it. He knew it, and the media knew it. Why y'all gave him that? That's why that's why I know it's a regular season award. I get it. But still, Jokic was playing better.
Right. Triple doubles.
And then the keeper, he was making it look easy. The thing about it, this dude, and you can't say he was ball hogging, because he was getting double-digit assists. So he wasn't ball hogging.
Right.
And if they win this championship, that's gonna say everything.
Right.
That he gonna win if either him or Murray gonna win Finals MVP. They might win co-Finals MVP, but they both cutting up. First, because Joker and Murray, first two to have a 30-point triple double, first two to ever do it. Have a 30-point triple double game. I really think if they keep playing like this, because Miami don't know what to do with them.
No, they can't do with them.
Because I don't even, because you said it's gonna go 7 games. I don't know. Because Butler,
I thought that they keep going back and forth and keep winning.
because Butler is
Jimmy Butler can only do so much.
Butler hit or miss.
Yeah. He'll be good one game, but then he won't be good the next.
Denver is just straight. If Denver lose, they gonna lose close. They ain't gonna get stumped. It's just gonna be close. Like when they lost game 1. They ain't get no. It was close.
Yeah.
They gonna make too many mistakes.
But when they back in Denver now.
And it's hard to win in Denver.
Yeah. That hurt. That last game, that hurt Miami. Now they got to go to Denver.
Yes.
They try to win in Denver.
Mm-hmm. And and if you've been watching the playoff, that's a dangerous place to play.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. And I will say this: if Denver win this championship, but whoever win this championship on either side, because you gotta remember, Miami was a playing team.
Yep.
So really, Miami was a 1 seed. Whoever, either team who won it, they earned this.
Right.
They earned it. But Miami, like I said, they've been going to they went, well, didn't they go last year before, they lost.
Yeah. The year before, I think. Yeah.
They played the Lakers when they lost, right? They played the Lakers and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went to the conference final one year, so they getting there.
Yep.
They're gonna have to eventually win one, or Spoelstra gonna get fired.
You think so? Supposed to?
I mean, you keep getting close like this. You keep getting close like this, and you can't pull that trigger. That's how coach. I hate to say it, but that's how coaches get fired. No matter how good Spoelstra is, that's how coaches get fired.
I'm about to say you've been there a long time.
We've been there for 15, 16 years. I hate to say it. That's how coaches get fired.
You done his hands on the ball when he was still there?
Yeah, because Hadlam gonna retire this year.
Yeah, and the way he was there with the pitch, the way you know how long that was, and that was into the ship.
Yeah. And Spoelstra came up through the rank before he became coach.
I can't see him get fired though. Not now. I'm like,
No, I'm saying I'm just saying if he keeps going the path he's going, you getting close, but you can't. Like I said, you went to the finals, you lost to the Lakers. You went to the Eastern Conference Finals, you lost. It's like you getting there, but you can't do it. So if he don't win this one, I think next year gonna be a hit or miss time for him.
So he on the clock basically.
That's just I don't know how Pat Riley think. I think Pat Riley love him. Cause they're gonna have to rebuild.
He was his assistant coach. Yeah.
They're gonna have to rebuild. You can't keep getting close. Cause look. Look at Monty Williams. Phoenix Suns coach. He should never got fired. I don't care what nobody says. Should never got fired.
I'm talking about
Monty Williams?
Monty Williams, yeah, he was the Pistons now, yeah.
And he about to watch it. He gonna rebuild it. He gonna do the same thing he did in Phoenix.
Because they had what Cade Cunningham.
He gonna take them. He gonna take them young boys. He gonna do the same thing. He gonna how Phoenix was garbage when he took them over, and he rebuilt them up. He gonna take them young boys. Watch.
Yeah. They took away Chris Paul.
Yep. Yep. He going to L.A. He gonna be a Laker. Watch.
So they gonna put him. So Kyrie ain't even affected now.
Nope. He gonna watch. He gonna to Lakers. Watch.
So yeah, because everybody talking about that Kyrie gonna go to the Lakers and stay in the Dallas. Him and Dunk.
No, I think he gonna stay in Dallas. I think if they get a good full season together, I think they'll be all right. Get a good full season together, they'll be cool. I said you can't expect them to come middle of the season and gel like that. Get a full season in. Get some good free agents in there. I think they'll be all right next season. Yeah, you can't expect them to walk in on a trade line and get it and expect it to work. I don't know why people thought that. Yeah, they came in. Yeah, they were losing, but you can't expect that chemistry to instantly work. Give them a season. Game one, everybody healthy, everybody good. Free agents, get some vets in there, and then we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what they thought. Cause I was one of the few, and I was telling folks I like Dallas, and I said, listen, don't get y'all hopes up right now.
I thought that Kyrie and Luka weren't gonna work out. I said, no, that ain't that.
I said, he gonna get there. I said, you can't expect it to work right now. I said, it's in the middle of the season. I said, y'all, it's not gonna happen right away. I told folks, don't get y'all hopes up. I said, don't be surprised they don't make the playoffs, and they didn't. And I said, it's not because they wasn't good enough. I said, because the chemistry not there, and it wasn't. You saw it. Like a couple games, it was cool. but like they couldn't get hot together. Like one will get hot, one get cold, but they couldn't get hot together. There was no chemistry. So off season, work it out, and come next season, then you good. And if y'all not playing for 40 games next season, because don't Dallas play in the same division with Memphis?
So, yeah.
That's something to think about. They should have a good seed in that division, especially if y'all not playing. But again, Memphis was playing good when y'all wasn't playing. But at the same time, they had Dylan Brooks. But at the same time, they had Dylan Brooks too. Who are they gonna replace for him? Cause I know he's sitting at home like, what? I wouldn't be surprised. He probably gonna go because Dwight Howard out there in China just cutting up. He recruiting. He averaged. Yep. He out there killing it over there.
He playing like the Orlando Magic, the White House.
Yeah, but a lot of them go over there and do that. Be scoring like crazy. But they make better they known. Shoot, that was when Marbury went over there. Marbury was a god over there.
Yeah.
He was tired now, but he was a god. Yeah. Had them starberries. I'm thinking, can you even get them now? I'm looking it up right now. So they used to be real cheap.
Yeah.
They used to be real cheap. I'm looking up. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to get it, but you can get them in certain places. Yeah, but they still around, but I don't think they have the site anymore. They got some on Amazon. I think the website's down. But yeah, you can get them on certain place, but they charging through the roof on. Yeah, cause they weren't even close to that. Them things used to be super cheap. But yeah, that's pretty much it for us, y'all. We about to get up out of here. We're ready. What'd you say?
Talk about a lot. We talk about a lot in this podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we trying to make it good for y'all. Also, if you haven't checked it out, added a segment on Basketball Man TV, the top 10 World Heavyweight Championships. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. And I will be adding another one. I'm having the top 10 independent promotions. So make sure you be looking for that one. Also, check out anything else we add on Basketball Man TV. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. And also, we're getting close to our 3-year anniversary in August. My goal for the 3-year anniversary show is to one, have a brand new intro. Keep the music because I love the music, but have a new intro, have a new logo. Hopefully, I get that done. That is the goal. I mean, it's gonna happen either way, but I want to have it for the 3-year anniversary in August. We got change it up a little bit. Always got to change it. Got to spice it up a little bit. But let's see what we got going on. This Saturday I will be heading to the USFL game. The Memphis Showboats playing the New Orleans Breakers. So if you haven't checked out the USFL games, you got this Saturday coming, and you have next Saturday the 17th. And from what I understand, they're actually having a playoff game, I believe, after that. Over at, we call it the Liberty Bowl. We're gonna always call it the Liberty Bowl. It's gonna always be that. But like I said, if you haven't been to those, definitely check them out. But for all you new people, it's called the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. But for us, just like University of Memphis, you know, all the people that's been there forever, they still call it Memphis State.
State, yep.
And it ain't been Memphis State for how long? You can ask that, but how long?
Well, I can say probably was ever since Finch, when Finch coached. Yeah, I think it's after Finch coached, became University of Memphis after that. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time. But see, when you homegrown, you know that's what it is. But
about 20, 30 some years. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, you know, support these events that go on here, out here in Memphis. Cause you know, like I said, I slept on the USFL games. I said I just happened to get free tickets to one. Enjoyed it, especially if you got kids. You got kids, definitely take them, because like I said, $10 tickets, you go in, they do free face paints. You can take, you know, the mascot Skipper is always out. You can get free pictures with them. Take pictures with the cheerleaders if you got a phone. There's a booth where you can take pictures like it's gonna look like a magazine cover. You can either send it to the phone or get a personal picture with it. I mean, the food is not $1 million like it is at the Forum. I mean, it's enjoyable. I mean, that's a good football. So you don't catch it this season, catch it next season. I mean, we got USFL football. Hopefully, we get an XFL team back here. I think we got the Grizzlies, we got the Tigers. We got the Redbirds. There's a lot to do here, sporting wise. If you a sports fan, and especially if you got kids. But I'm done rambling. You got it. What you got to say before we roll out?
I don't know, man. That was just like I said, the job of red thing. That's one I want to talk about. Go support the show, folks, man, because you're a family friend. You know. Heard a lot of things about it. I ain't win yet, but I hope people that win is going to, man, support their teams.
And if they win these next two, I believe they can make the playoffs if they win these next two games. So, like I said, their division is very wide open. But like I said, it's very enjoyable. Man, good nice day. It don't be like it start like 2, 3 o'clock, so it don't be, you know, scorching hot.
Right.
And so go out there and enjoy yourself. But about to get up out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm gonna enjoy mine. Y'all stay out of trouble. Don't be flashing no toy guns on Instagram.
Right.
So because we don't want to get you. We don't want to get you suspended for 40 games. Y'all take care of yourself. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know me, and we know you. With that said, we out of here.